Alright, so I didn't film too much today on the process. Earlier this morning, well actually earlier in the week, I finished grinding all the undercoating off, and then I got into this morning, which is Thursday, I got into this morning cleaning the underside of the truck so I could get ready to paint it. I ended up getting it all cleaned up, and then I put plastic around the upper part. And then I put the truck up as high as I could. Masked everything off and got it ready to paint the underside. I ended up getting the Eastwood rust encapsulator. I could have swore I got the rust encapsulator plus, but I'm not sure. I ended up getting the platinum, so I guess it works. I ended up doing both insides of the fenders for now, and then I also did the inside of the roll pan and the back side of the roll pan. I ended up drilling some holes here, which are going to be used for LEDs, which I bought. So I had to mock those up, and what those are is these little LEDs that hold the plate also. So this will go through to hold the plate, and then you'll just wire it into the actual taillights. So there's a little nut on the back side that'll tighten up. I mean, these are pretty bright, and then I kind of flush mounted them so I can still get to them, but yeah, you can't see them that much, and then the plate's kind of tucked up a little bit higher than it would have been. So I'm kind of excited about these. So I got those ready to go on, and then I basically coated the whole underside of the truck with the rust encapsulator, and then tomorrow I'm gonna go back and Raptor line it. I ended up buying the Raptor liner kit with the gun, so I'm excited to do that. That should go a little bit quicker than what all of this did. This I was kind of working on it all day, getting it ready to spray, and then it only took me like half hour to spray. So, but I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited. Kind of hard to tell, but everything's all coated good. Did all the way up to the front, the whole underside. My makeshift booth worked pretty good. Had a fan up in here. Actually, both windows open just for this. And then I didn't turn this one on until after I was done. And then I had 3 fans underneath the garage door. That's what those are. Just team. I ended up kicking the wife out of the garage stall, so basically everything's over here. So the Atlas is sitting outside. So tomorrow I'll be back on the undercoating. So I'll be back tomorrow. Alright, so I'm getting ready to do the Raptor liner on the underside. This morning I came out here and I put some brushable seam sealer in spots. This is what I used, the Evercoat. I'll leave a link to all the stuff I'm using down in the description, but I use that. A tip is I got these chip brushes from Ace, and I cut them in half basically so the bristles weren't so flimsy. So you cut it in half and it makes it a stiffer brush, so it makes it easier to brush on. I only use one brush, when I did that. And then also the stuff I used on the underside before is the Eastwood Rust Encapsulator Platinum. I used a whole quart of it to do the underside and the roll pan, and then the underside of the fenders, the backside of the fenders. I plan on also doing the wheel wells with it, but I want to make sure once I put all my suspension on that everything looks good. Plus I have some holes to drill for the brake lines and then the air lines, so I'm gonna do those last, but I want to make sure everything else is good before I go ahead and put that on. But I plan on using that on the wheel wells also, and then I also plan on Raptoring those also. So the Raptor kit that I bought comes with a gun, comes with four of these, a little cup for to mix the hardener, and then the hardener. So I'll leave a link to where I got this also. I got it on Amazon, but I ended up using the purple gun to the Harbor Freight purple gun. It's like $9, $10. That was what I ended up using. And then I have a cheap regulator, which I plan on getting a new one. I'm gonna use a different gun to do all the actual painting, but I just wanted to use that to do the undercoating.
Can I be out here?
So yeah, I need to get into mixing up one of these, and then I can start spraying. Alright, so I gotta apologize a little bit for my lack of filming doing the undercoating. I just really didn't I wanted to concentrate on doing the painting versus trying to film it. It was kind of a task doing it from painting up. If I was to do it over again, or if I was to recommend doing any of this to anyone, I would recommend doing a rotisserie and then painting it sideways, because trying to do it from the ground up, it's pretty tough. You can see I pretty much got all the undercoating done. It's kind of hard to tell. It's a lot darker versus the gray. You can see I unmask the areas where the 4-link is gonna sit. That's why that's gray. That's gray. And then this one's gray. Still, just because the 4-link's gonna sit right on there, I didn't want it sitting on this undercoating stuff. So, but yeah, the whole underside is all undercoated. I pretty much did all the way up front, all the way to the back. But I think it came out pretty good. Like I said, if I was to do it again, I would totally build like a tiptisserie or a rotisserie and do it on its side. Having thought back, I wish I would have done it that way, because it would have been way easier. It's pretty much a mess trying to do it on your back, painting up, but it came out good. I'm happy with it. I unmasked it all after I did it, and then I have the fenders here, the inside. Those all turned out real good. So I have the underside done and the fenders done. So now I can drop I can either drop the truck down, but I think my next goal is to put the 4-link on. Put the mounts on, just have everything in there, and then I can concentrate on doing the outside of the truck. But yeah, I'm super stoked to be done with the bottom side. The bottom side was so much work. I'm glad to have it done.
Here's more shots of the underside. I taped off the bolts and then pulled the tape off. Everything's dry to the touch. I kind of masked all along here. But yeah.
So yeah, the next one I'm probably gonna get into. The next one I'm probably gonna be getting into installing the 4-link and bring the truck back down so then I can probably have it on the rack, and then I can start working on the outside. But yeah, I'm super excited to be done with the underside. That's so much work. Glad to have that done. So anywho, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one, and hopefully we can get a little bit further on this. So yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.